Before 1973, transformations in syntax were like wild magic, they could go almost anywhere. Rules like move alpha, WH movement, passive, or raising had enormous power to change sentence structures. But this freedom caused chaos. Ungrammatical sentences appeared everywhere, and linguists had to keep inventing filters and exceptions. Then, in 1973, Chomsky changed everything. He said, instead of adding more rules, let's add universal conditions. Welcome to Conditions on Transformations, 1973, the birth of constraints, the moment syntax learned its limits. Let's first discuss, from freedom to restriction. In the 1960s, transformational grammar focused on rules that generate sentences. By 1973, Chomsky realized that what we really need are constraints that restrict transformations, defining what cannot happen. Let's go through these conditions one by one. Now let's discuss the major conditions which acted as brakes on transformations. First, subjacency condition. A transformation, like movement, cannot cross more than one bounding node, such as NP, noun phrase, or S, sentence, in a single step. Example. Who did John say that Mary saw? Is correct. Who did John wonder whether Mary saw? Is wrong. In the second sentence, who tries to move across two bounding nodes, S and whether clause, violating subjacency. Moral. Movement must be short and local, not long and skipping. Second, island constraints. Some syntactic environments are islands, movement out of them is strictly forbidden. Types and examples. Complex NP constraint. Who did you hear, the rumor that Mary kissed? Is wrong. Who did you hear, that Mary kissed? Is correct. You can't extract, who, from inside a noun phrase, the rumor that. WH island constraint. Who did you wonder, what Mary bought? Is wrong. What did you wonder, who bought? Is correct. No extraction from a clause already containing a WH word. Coordinate structure constraint. Who did John buy, apples and? Is wrong. What did John buy, apples and oranges? Is correct. You can't move something out of just one conjunct. Sentential subject constraint. What did that John bought surprise you? Is wrong. What did it surprise you that John bought? Is correct. Movement out of subject clauses is blocked. Moral. Some domains are syntactic islands, you simply can't escape from them. Third, cyclic application of transformations. Transformations apply in cycles, from smaller clauses outward. This prevents skipping intermediate steps and keeps movement orderly. Example. Who did Mary say John thought Bill saw? Is correct. Here, who moves first from the inner clause, Bill saw who, then step by step to the main clause, not all at once. Who did Mary say John thought Bill saw directly? Is wrong. Direct movement violates the cyclic rule. Movement happens layer by layer, from inside out. Fourth, tensed S condition. Movement cannot cross a tensed, finite, clause boundary. Example. Who do you think left? Is correct. Who do you think that Mary said that John left? Is wrong. Once a clause has its own tense, it becomes a barrier. You can't move across multiple tensed clauses freely. Finite clauses are like walls in the structure, movement must respect them. Fifth, restrictions on WH movement. WH words, who, what, where, etc., move from their original position to the beginning, spec CP, but under constraints like subjacency and island conditions. Examples. Who did Mary meet? Is correct. Who did John say that Mary met? Is correct. Who did John say the claim that Mary met? Is wrong as it violates complex NP constraint. Who did John wonder whether Mary met? Is wrong as it violates WH island. WH movement is not free. It must follow the allowed syntactic paths. Sixth, restrictions on NP movement. NP movement, like in passive or raising, must also obey constraints. Examples. The cake was eaten by John. Is correct. The cake was believed, the rumor that John baked. Is wrong as it violates complex NP constraint. John seems to be happy. Is correct as raising aloud. John seems that Mary likes. Is wrong as raising blocked by tensed clause. Only specific structural paths allow NP movement, others are blocked. Seventh, constraints on passive transformations. Passive movement is limited by locality and structure. The object can't be moved if blocked by a bounding node or complex NP. Examples. The window was broken by John. Is correct. The window was believed, the claim that John broke. is wrong. The embedded clause, the claim that blocks passive transformation. Passives must respect locality and structure. 8th, constraints on raising and deletion. Raising. Subjects can only move from non-tensed clauses. John seems to like coffee is correct. John seems that Mary likes is false. Deletion, example, verb phrase deletion, must occur in matching structures, not across clause boundaries. John will buy apples, and Mary will too is correct. John will buy apples, and Mary said that she will too is wrong, violates locality. Even non-movement transformations follow structural constraints. 9th, early formulation of the locality principle. Movement and transformations must be local, no long-distance jumps. Example, who did you think the report that Mary kissed surprised John? It's wrong as too many nodes between who and its trace. The shorter the movement, the more grammatical the sentence. 10th, foundations for bounding theory. Bounding theory emerged from these ideas, defining NP and S as bounding nodes. Transformations are bounded by these nodes, creating the principle of subjacency and the concept of bounding domains. This framework became the basis of government and binding theory, 1981. 11th, limits on transformational freedom. Before 1973, grammar consisted of rules generating sentences freely. After 1973, grammar had constraints restricting transformations universally. The shift from rule-based to principle-based grammar had begun. 12th, connection between deep and surface structure. Deep structure consists of underlying relations and argument structure. Surface structure consists of what appears after transformations. But now, those transformations are not free, they must obey all constraints above. Constraints ensure only grammatical surface structures are derived. Example, deep, John saw who. WH movement, under constraints, converted into surface, who did John see? If movement violates constraints, it's ungrammatical, which is wrong. Now let's discuss legacy and significance. Chomsky's conditions on transformations marked a turning point in linguistics. It replaced countless specific rules with a handful of universal principles and limits, setting the stage for bounding theory spanning from 1973 to 1981, government and binding theory, 1981, the minimalist program, 1990s, syntax became elegant, principled, and universal. So in 1973, syntax was reborn, no longer a playground of endless rules, but a disciplined system guided by constraints. A moment when grammar learned to think globally, but move locally. Next time, we'll see how these ideas evolved into principles and parameters theory. Stay tuned. Visit our website for much more. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share.